This is my intro music. Welcome to the video. I hope you like it lots, so don't forget to subscribe and click the thumbs up button. Now let's react.
Hey, hi, hello there, and welcome to another episode of us watching Anna get ready for her Strongwoman debut. Woo! And before we get too far into this, I want to say thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. You guys rock. Thank you to everybody who's going to hit the thumbs up button. And yes, we have the cat icon, but I promise you I'm not going to move it around too much. Just enough so that it's not hugely static, because honest to God, that drives me nuts. But anyway, because this is going to be a longish video, and I just feel like if it's just sitting there doing nothing, I mean, I'm not funny like Lindsay is, guys. It's got to move around, okay? Anyway, so what I want to do with this video is, today is the 27th. Today is Friday the 27th. Anna is going to be at the Rivetter in Texas on the 28th, which is tomorrow, which is Saturday. So I thought it might be fun to put together for Anna an actual how it started and how it's going. And to do that, I thought we'd go all the way back to when Anna was at Skyterra. And this TikTok is from September. Yeah, that's the 7th. That's the month that's 7, right? Yeah. She's in Skyterra on September 20th, 2025. Now, that's when this was posted. I don't know exactly what date she, filmed this. With Anna, God only knows, because Anna likes to obfuscate her timeline, and it's very wibbly wobbly and, timey-wimey and all that good stuff. If you get those references, good on you. Give yourself a blue star. Wah wah. Anyway, so this is an actual how it started kind of a thing. This is like it says here, she says, my first trap bar deadlift PR, 400 pounds. It's implied that this is the first time she's ever done a trap lift, or I don't know why I want to call it that. A trap bar deadlift. So I don't know how it's a PR, to be honest, but whatever. And she says in the caption that I'm not going to read for you guys. We're doing the layout a little bit differently today. She says that remember, this is back in 2025. She says that she's interested in exploring powerlifting, right? And then, of course, someone in the comment section is like, there's no trap bar in powerlifting. And it's like, well, she just said she was exploring it, not that she was. Anyway, read, people. Anyhow, so this is, we're gonna listen to the sound on this one. Because, it's sound, and why not? But here we go. This is Anna. Everybody, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? I know you're ready. This is Anna doing her very first trap bar deadlift PR. Now, Anna went to Skyterra after her final set of surgeries. I want to say yes. But anyway, she's at Skyterra. She's recovering from her surgeries while she's here. And the thing is that she had John, poor John, she had John drive her from Texas all the way to Skyterra, which I think was in West Virginia. That one I might not be too sure on. Anyway, she had John drive her literally across the country. And in the process, she was stopping at various national parks, and she was doing little hikes through the national parks, or stopping to see little things here and there. This is where the infamous cave crawls were happening. And yeah, the various white sands and all that. I think she did white sands before her and John left. But anyway, the point being, this is where the infamous national parks tours were happening, which we've noticed that we've never gone back and done again, but we don't have John anymore either, so wah wah. But while we were at Skyterra, we learned some interesting facts about ourselves, and if you will all wait, Anna also did some more exercises while she was at Skyterra. She was doing, as you can see, more aerobic style stuff. She wasn't just doing powerlifting and things like that. Now, Anna has always been big on her own personal strength. That has always been a thing for her. So the powerlifting thing, honestly, I mean, honestly, looking backwards now really does kind of seem like a natural progression for her. I don't know if anybody saw Strongwoman coming out of this, but just, you know, like lifting heavy objects and putting them back down just kind of seems like a natural progression for Anna. And if you will notice, when she picks this poor woman up and sets her back down, Anna really just doesn't know how to set living things back down. But at Skyterra, we also learned an interesting thing about our eating habits. So this is I think this is like the only full clip we got of, I just noticed that. Don't look directly at the whales, guys. This is the only full video I think we got of Anna's What I Eat in a Day. We got a couple clips here and there of things that Anna was eating, but I think they're all the exact same things that came out of this video, so there's no differences here. But I'm gonna let this play. So this is Anna going over what she eats in a day. I'm not gonna lie, those tacos look really good. So she was eating the tacos. This is was that a stir fry? Oh, she had the soup, the stir fry, the salad, and the tenderloin stuff, and then of course the yogurt. Now, guys, this is the closest we ever get to Anna eating anything on camera anymore. Now, one of the things that we learned about our eating habits while we were at Skyterra was that we were eating too small portions. Our portions were too small. We were not eating frequently enough. That's what we learned while we were at Skyterra. We being Anna. If you haven't picked up on that, Anna learned that she was not eating enough when she was eating, and that she wasn't eating frequently enough. I don't know, man. I mean, maybe that's true. You know, if Anna was really eating these kind of meals, maybe with the exception of the yogurt, if Anna really was eating like this, I'm not gonna lie, 2 of those would fill me up, but they do look those tacos, those breakfast tacos, man. That's like, all of this food looks good, but those breakfast tacos, I'm like, nom nom. Anyhow, focus. If Anna really was eating like this, I think the public would see a very different Anna today. I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I'm just saying, like, these are whole foods. They're, you know, they're home prepped. There's not a lot of processed anything here. You know, you'll get full on this kind of stuff. It's really hard to overeat on this kind of stuff just because it's, you know, there's a lot of fiber here. There's a lot of good fats, that kind of stuff, you know? Well, okay, with the exception of a couple things, obviously. But like that stupid milk drink she's having. But we also see, you know, this is kind of an interesting video to look at now, because we know that in today time, Anna is working with a nutritionist currently who has got her on a very similar diet, or what we think, or the things that Anna shows us is a very similar diet. She's eating very low carb, very whole food. I know Anna just recently put out a couple clips here and there where she's like shilling some kind of high protein ramen, but you know, that's Anna. I don't know what we expect from Anna, but if she really was eating like this and really is eating like the way her dietitian wants her to eat, you know, I mean, this is a really good way to eat. But anyway, these are all the things that we learned while we were at Skyterra, and we discovered that we liked lifting heavy objects and setting them back down again, and we decided that we wanted to do powerlifting, and we came home from Skyterra and we discovered something called Strongwoman. Oh, sorry, I figured we should probably watch this one too, just because it's kind of an origin. It's a good part of our origin story. It says POV focusing on being stronger versus smaller. She's doing a lot of CrossFit. There we go, words. She's doing a lot of CrossFit style exercises here. Not everything's CrossFit, but you know, some of it is. Obviously, she's doing some power. What are those called? Battle ropes. I don't do CrossFit. Sorry. She's dragging some dude. That's the guy that was helping her out with the trap bar. She was dragging him on like a sled with some extra weights on it. Now she's pushing him on the sled. Yeah, those are the battle ropes, right? Then she's doing the tire thing. I don't understand the tire thing. And then she was also doing some, now those are deadlifts, right? Deadlifts, right? And then the hip thrusts, right? Okay, cool. Just letting you guys know what she's doing in case you're not watching. why wouldn't you be watching? There's this cute, adorable cat icon that looks like a Viking cat. All right, anyway. So this was Skyterra's stuff. This is stuff she was doing at Skyterra. She was dipping her toe into the heavy weights, finding out that she really likes pushing and pulling and picking up and setting down heavy objects. All right, now we're ready to move on to the discovery of Strongwoman. Okay, we went on. I was going to put in the hike where she had a uncrustable every 2 miles. It was like a 10-mile hike that she went on in her hiking guide. Yes, there are angry birds outside my window. I apologize. There's nothing I can do about it, and my cats are antagonizing them. Anyway, I was going to put in the clip where she went on the 10-mile hike and her hiking guide fed her an Uncrustable every 2 miles to keep her motivated, but I decided against it because this video is already over 10 minutes. I have a feeling it's going to be kind of long. Anyway, and I'm just using her TikTok. I haven't even gone into the Reddit. We will go into the Reddit that must not be named, but I haven't even gone into the archives of the Reddit that must be not be named. Yep. To look at the Instagram stuff that she was posting at the time. So we're just using Anna's own archives here. But this is the very first TikTok that Anna posted telling us about her very first trip to see her first Strongwoman coach, which was Cybernetic Strongman. Yeah, that was his name, Cybernetic Strong Guy or something like that. Yeah, so this is Anna's very first announcement to the world at large that she was taking up the strong woman aesthetic.
I'm kind of freaking out because today I'm taking a huge step. Up until this point, I've really been doing things on my own. I had a fitness app that I got workouts from. I've done drop-in classes, and I went to the wellness retreat, but there's really been no consistent person helping me build my strength. So I did a ton of research and I found myself a strongman coach. So this is Stephen Moore, and he's an adaptive strongman here in Austin, Texas. And I'm super excited because he's agreed to be my coach. I met Stephen like a week ago to just get an idea of what it would be like to train with him and to see if we were a good fit for each other. And today is our actual first session, and I'm nervous and excited, and you know what? Let's do this. So this is the fit for today's workout.
I think this doesn't help the aesthetic. I think my favorite quote so far has been, why does she always look like a kindergartner on their first day of Bible school? And yeah, I mean, it works. It works. I can't take credit for that one. I can't take credit for that one. But yeah, why does she always look like a kindergartner on their first day of Bible school?
What can I say? I am showing up as myself.
So this is the first time I've been to a gym in a very long time because, well, gyms have some baggage for me, but
What doesn't have baggage for you?
I can do hard things, and I'm going to do this. So wish me luck.
Good luck, Anna. So yeah, this was Cybernetic Strongman. Yeah, that was her coach for a good long time, actually. She worked with him for a while, and she went to this. The gym was Big Tech's gym. Is she still going there? Yeah, she's still going to Big Tech's gym, I believe. But she's branched out to a couple different gyms. But that's modern era. We're still in the past, guys. We're still in the past. So that is where we are currently. All right, I think I can jump us ahead without too much fuss. Let's find out.
Gyms have some baggage, but you know what? Wish me luck. We're going to do this.
The rules of this gym immediately put my mind at ease. Number 2 is my personal favorite. No.
Okay. The rules of the gym. I remember at the time that she started this, everybody reading the rules of the gym, and they're like, well, Anna violates at least 5 of these. I'm being a little hyperbolic. So the rules are as follows. It says follow these rules or GTFO. One is re-rack your weights or pay the front desk to do it for you. No joke, you will be fined. That's a nice rule, actually. I wish my gym did that. I wish my gym did that. No sexual harassment unless you're a fan of dying. I know Anna goes on to be like, oh my god, I love that rule. And then goes on to like basically be Anna. Let's just put it that way. Anna goes on to be Anna. I can't read because the freaking... Hang on.
Sexual.
Pick up your mess and wipe the equipment down, you nasty blank. We are service dog friendly, but if you don't want your pets to mysteriously disappear, leash them, keep them next to you and under control. No unauthorized personal training. WTF are you doing? Interesting. Share the equipment. No douchebags allowed. Don't bring your drama here. You mad bro sis, just lift. And it has like a no drama llama over here. I find number 7 really interesting, especially with the modern day knowledge that we have of Anna, and just like, I guess we define Anna as drama, I suppose. I don't really know if the gym would define Anna as drama. I mean, I guess not, because they let her film there. They let her be herself there. And I just personally think Anna's a goddamn menace, but you know, apparently they don't. Don't throw or purposefully drop the weights unless you want to pay for them. Hardcore does not mean disrespect. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen her like do that, to be honest. She picks the stuff up and she sets it back down pretty easily. So honestly, the only ones I really see her, like, in my opinion, violate is like she kind of softly, well, not even softly, she like goes in hard on her coach. Number 2, now she probably does wipe the equipment down, I'm not gonna lie, but she loves to take pictures of the equipment after she's like sweated all over it. That doesn't mean she's not wiping the equipment down. It just means she likes to take pictures of it after she's gotten it all nasty. I don't know about the no authorized personal training. The trainer, when we looked into this, when we looked into the gym and we looked into her trainer, he works as a trainer at the gym, so he was definitely authorized to be there. Sharing the equipment, I don't think she's ever had a problem with that. The whole don't bring your drama here, though, like, Anna's a walking, talking drama machine, so I don't know. Personally, I think she lives to violate that rule. But anyway, onward.
Harassment unless you're a fan of dying.
Imagine that the hole in the plate is the barrel again.
So this butt blasting move is to really help you perfect a Romanian deadlift, which is when you start from the top and then lower the deadlift down. And so we're just practicing this over and over and slowly increasing weight.
See, once upon a time, she did actually get taught correct form, and she just over time didn't perfect it or maintain it. So I guess that answers a lot of questions that we've all had.
Then we worked on a standard deadlift, and Steven had me start from a platform so I could learn the movement before incorporating legs.
People always like, weightlifting is so mental, and I was like, I get it.
Yeah.
That is it for workout 1. Many, many more to go.
Now, she worked with Cybernetic Strongman for a good long time. There were some interesting videos that came out while working with Cybernetic Strongman. We're just gonna go through some videos of hers that she has on here. A lot of them just have music to them. This is POV learning how to bar squat. And again, this does remind me that she once upon a time was taught proper form, and he did try to teach her and correct her overall physical form, and it's clear that like it didn't stick. Now, I will say, I mean, this is obviously like day 1 stuff with Anna, and her form really, I mean, if you compare day 1 stuff to where she is now, clearly her form has gotten better. She's not quite as wonky as she is here, because like I think it's right here where she like, yeah, she almost loses it completely, and he helps catch her. But she's gotten better than she was here, but her form is still not great. But I mean, it's better than it was when she very first started, so there's that. And then I think this is the first time on, well, at least on TikTok, that she took us to her training day for the actual events that were going to be at the Strongwoman competition. And I think, does she mention? We'll find out. I have the sound on. But I think this is the first time that we find out that she's going to be competing in a Strongwoman competition. Now, this one was from, hang on. And this is when she's telling us about her strong woman man training. But anyway, I've got the sound on, so let's listen to this one.
I'm heading out to training, and I'm gonna be honest, I do not feel my best.
Dressed like fire so I could hopefully feel like fire in the gym. Trying to trick myself.
That's important.
Even though I did not want to be here, I made it here.
So
Yay.
Saturdays are my strongman days, and I actually drive to a gym that's further from my home so that I can use their equipment, which is strongman focused. So here, my coach is just making sure the sandbag weighs 100 pounds, and then I am learning the correct form to lift it up and put it over this like pole, which is a standard strongman competition.
She has always struggled with this thing. This is one of the events for the competition that she's going to be doing. This is the relay. I know the name of it, but I clearly don't know it right now.
Thing. Next, we did what's called a yoke carry, and it's where you use a frame to carry weight quickly across a distance. So I'm just practicing this and learning the form. I'm carrying about 300 pounds, I think, so not too bad for my first time. I'm gonna give myself a little kudos.
This was another one that people really kind of went in on Anna. I know I did. Just because like she's like, I was carrying 300 pounds, so not too bad. And it's like, dude, the frame itself was probably 250. And the thing is like, it's not that I'm trying to take away that Anna was carrying 300 pounds as a newbie, but the thing is like, you couldn't not carry that much weight, right? Like there was probably an extra 100 pounds put on that frame, which means that frame is probably really heavy to begin with, right? Anna can't just be a beginner, which is kind of the problem. You know, Anna can't just begin something. She can't just be like, oh, this is the beginning weight. I had to lift it. And, I did pretty well with it. Okay, cool. Good job. She has to be like, oh my God, I was lifting 300 pounds. It's like, yeah, everybody has to, because that's the beginning weight. It's like you don't have an option. You have to. It's like that's how much the frame weighs. It's just like I don't understand why she can't just be a humble beginner. She always has to make everything sound like she's some kind of superwoman. And I know she got a lot of kickback for that. She got a lot of people commenting on that. And then the sad part is like, if she had just not been like that, she would have gotten a lot more support from, I think, the rest of the community, because they would have been like, yeah, look at you starting, look at you going. Because I know she can carry more weight than that now. I've seen her do it. But it's just like, but if you had just admitted that you were at the starting weight then, because this is like the first day that this is one of the first few days that she was here, right? So she's still a beginner. But she can't ever just be a beginner. But anyway, did I mention when this was? Oh yeah, this is actually in August. Leave me alone. For real, guys, for real. The other ones were in September. Sigh. No, August, September. Yeah. Yeah, September's 9, August is 8. Yeah.
And we did the overhead press without using my legs. I can't remember what the term for that is. And honestly, I got 95, which is pretty good.
Isn't that
Last
pen
we
pressed?
did a suitcase carry back and forth, and it was fun.
I'm not gonna lie, but I think Saturdays are my favorite days because I get to do the crazy cool, like, strongman stuff.
Yeesh. All right, so let me double check the date. I'm just going to read the numbers off for you guys. All right, this was from 8. God damn it, I just had it. 8/9/25. There you go. Do with that as you will. Right, so that was one of the first times she went to the Strongman gym, which I think was actually called Iron Forge Gym. Yeah, there we go. All right, so Now, during all of this, Anna was making her own how it started, how it's going videos. And I will say, I personally don't like these because they are inaccurate. Because this is 105 pounds. So first off, here you will see that she is, okay, let's go back so you can see why I don't like it. First off, this is her using her currently unnamed exercise app because she's using what was called then Copilot, and now it's called Trainwell. I think it's still around, called Trainwell. And she was sponsored by Copilot at the time. And this, of course, is pre all of her surgeries that she had to get her liposuction. And it was also pre her Ozempic, or sorry, her GLP-1 shots. So during this time in this picture that you see here, she was sponsored by the exercise app that she's using. And she was also on a GLP-1 that she had not disclosed to her audience at the time. So she was losing weight. But she wasn't losing weight using the app, which she was misleading her audience by saying that she was. Or she was misleading her audience by letting them believe that she was losing weight by doing exercises, which is not actually how that shit works. She was actually losing weight because she was on a GLP-1. Again, something she didn't disclose to her audience. Now, she's trying in this video here to this little 14-minute video to connect this little dumbbell exercise that she's doing here because she was instructed to do it through her Copilot app. She's trying to connect this with her current Strongwoman training. I think she was using 5-pound weights in that little clip before this. And then she says here that she's doing a 105-pound strict overhead press. Now, in this video, in this clip here, again, she says 105-pound strict overhead press. But this is post 4 surgeries, one of which was cosmetic on her arms to not only liposuction, but then she also had skin removal surgery on her arms. So her arms have been completely surgically rebuilt. This is post all of the GLP-1. So this is post all of her weight loss with the GLP-1, post all of her liposuction. And yeah, and this is post Skyterra. So this is after all of her weight loss that she did, all of that. And she's never cleaned up her diet or anything like that. So this is a little misleading. It's a lot misleading. And also, this is actual Strongwoman training. This is not a natural progression from her 5-pound dumbbell training to this, because when she was doing the dumbbell training, she was in no way thinking about Strongwoman. These two things are not even remotely related to each other, but she wants us to think they are, but they're not. Also, this form that she has, this result that she has is not the result of hard work and exercise. It's the result of surgery and liposuction and skin sculpting, body sculpting through surgery. It's just, I don't know. It's just not, it's not a how it started, how it's going kind of a thing. Anyway, I thought it was very disingenuous and misleading, which is kind of Anna's brand, really, when you think about it. Now, while Anna was doing all of this, she also tried to rub elbows with people in the Strongwoman community. I don't actually know who this Strongwoman was, but Anna was rubbing elbows with this young lady here who is apparently a strong woman who was trying to become a creator, and Anna was a creator who was trying to become a strong woman. So there you go. And I do actually kind of like this swimsuit. And they did some other clips together that were on the Instagram and stuff. I think there's a couple on the YouTubes. Anna was posting various content on her different platforms, and it was different content for each platform. So we're just going to stick with the TikToks, though. Just with the TikToks for right now. It wouldn't be Anna if we didn't get a crash out at some point. And so Anna, of course, can't leave her negative comments be. So this is what we get.
are seeing what boo-boo, you are seeing what you want to see. Clearly, my body has changed. Clearly, my health has improved. Clearly, I am stronger. If you don't see it, baby, that's a you problem. Maybe you should go to the doctor, get your eyes checked.
Right. I'm not going to say she's not stronger. I can't really say one way or the other if her health has improved. I mean, I guess how do I know clearly? I mean, I guess we can see that her strength's improved because she's lifting heavier progressively. I mean, that's usually how that shit works, right? But like, the rest of it, how do we know? Your body's changed because you had it surgically altered. Does it count? Does that count? But anyway, and this is another one of those, if I had to watch it, you have to watch it moments. Yeah, Anna just always has to remind us, you know, that she loves her ass. Anna loves her ass. Someone should write a love story about Anna and her ass. At one point, Anna got into some internet beef with, I don't know who the hell he was, but he was he was a funny little guy with some scrawny ass legs who Anna did some kind of video where she was like a tumbleweed and she was like rolling through the hallway of a cruise ship and then down a road and then down a beach. And then she was standing in front of the ocean and it was like a tumbleweed sound the whole way. And I mean, it was weird, but yeah, it's Anna. I don't know what you guys expect at this point. But anyway, some I guess gym bro. I don't know. I guess he's some kind of like sketch comedy guy. Anyway, he took the clip and made fun of it, and he was like, "Hey Anna, why don't you have the wind blow you into a gym?" And then like what I really enjoyed about the whole thing was like even the reactors who typically react to Anna were like taking this guy down because his legs were like knobby little knees. He had some scrawny ass legs. Anyway, I think he eventually took the video down because he was getting so much negative backlash from it. And I mean, not to be mean, but rightfully so. So Anna, of course, decided to kind of take the guy to task. And there's this comment here. It says, it just says anywhere but the gym. And so she's got, it says POV, you never ever go to a gym. And I mean, at this point, it's just kind of by this point here, obviously in Anna's journey, it's just kind of a weird thing to say because she was clearly posting plenty of videos where she was going to the gym. Whether her form was improving or not was a whole other story, but she was clearly going to the gym. Was she going as frequently as she said she was? That's up for debate, but she was obviously going to the gym. But anyway, so this was just Anna kind of beefing back with the people who were beefing with her, you know, showing us how incredibly strong she was and she was going to the gym. And now I will say that some of this video is old recycled video from when she oh yeah, that's the cruise ship she was on. From when she very first started training with the guy, Cybernetic Strongman. So a lot of this video is recycled, but it's kind of proving her point that, you know, she's at the gym. She goes to the gym, you guys. So don't make fun of her. She's at the gym. Never mind, I found it. Because Anna... Never mind, I found it. Anna had it on her TikTok. Never mind, I found it. Here it is.
Hopefully the wind blows you here, fat ass.
The wind doesn't need to blow me here, bro, because I'm here more than you anyway. If you're gonna talk shit, at least do your research. It's embarrassing.
So yeah. I just remember that like literally everybody was like, "Are you skipping leg day, dude?" This is kind of funny. I think he eventually took this down. I don't even know who this guy is. I don't know why Anna felt the need to like respond to him or anything. It's just sometimes Anna can't let the negative comments go and she feels the need to like respond to it. But what is interesting is Anna recently, within the past week, I think she took it down on, I want to say Monday-ish, maybe Friday. She took her Viking Princess Lifts account and turned it private. So, you know, you can't, unless you were already subscribed, you can't really see anything on it anymore. But it's just kind of interesting that Anna just takes the negative feedback so personally to the point where she just, usually she just pushes back like this. You know, she says like, "Rawr, I do work out. Rawr, you don't know what I eat. Rawr, you know, you don't know me," kind of a thing. And or she'll put a video together like, "I go to the gym more than you do. I lift heavier than you do." It's like, you don't know if you lift heavier than this guy. You don't know how much this guy lifts. I mean, maybe you do. I don't know. I don't know who this guy is, to be perfectly honest with you. But my point is she's always trying to like one up the people who are criticizing her without knowing who the hell they are. And, you know, sometimes it bites her in the ass, sometimes it doesn't. But this time, instead of, you know, pushing back on the people who are pushing on her, she just took everything private, which is sort of unusual for her, but I don't think it's like completely out of character. But it'll be interesting to see what happens after tomorrow, actually. And if she puts the account back to public again. But anyway, I just thought I'd add this in here because it was a funny little moment, a funny little blip in the Anna moments. And yes, here is when the moment that the Viking princess lifts, Anna the Pink, the great Anna the Viking, Anna the Pink was born. Should have called her Anna the Pink and Orange, I guess. Anna the Neon, the great Viking princess was born. Anyway, we're gonna watch from here. Cause like, yeah, this shit's embarrassing. This shit's just embarrassing. And we're gonna watch. I didn't put this music in. This was the music she picked, by the way. I'm probably gonna get copyright hit for that, but yeah, that's the music she picked. She picked it, she edited that. That was all her. I didn't change that at all. So yeah. And she made the costume, so props to her, I guess. I guess she had decided, because by this point she had decided that she was going to be competing in the Rivetter, and I guess she decided that competing in the Rivetter meant that she needed to have a costume for it, and I guess a costume and a persona and a superhero title, and this was it. She decided to go with the Viking princess thing, so here we are. We can't just make a costume, we gotta do a photo shoot with it. So there we are with her beautiful, very accurate pink and neon orange bedazzled face paint. I hate this costume. I cannot express to you how much I hate this fucking costume. My cat icon is painted more historically accurate than this fucking costume. I guess there's like some show or something that she's making references to throughout this, but otherwise I have no idea what's going on. But anyway. Okay, so unfortunately from that point forward, Anna, well, not unfortunately, well, all right, maybe. From that point forward, Anna created her Viking Princess Lifts social media accounts. So she created her Instagram and her TikTok now. Unfortunately, as I mentioned, she recently privated both of those, so we can't go over there and do a walk down memory lane on those because I don't have access to them. But what we do have access to, let me scoot that over, it's not quite centered, is it? Boop. What we do have access to is the special Reddit that must not be named, and there's quite a bit of stuff there. So we're actually going to jump ahead to modern day, and we're going to let this play. Anna is preparing for her debut at the Rivetter, which is a Strongwoman competition. I think it has 4 events in it. It's got a deadlift. It's got an overhead press. It's got, I think, a log. No. Yes, it's got a deadlift, the log. It's got a stone toss. Maybe there's 5 events. I think she has to lift up a stone. She's got a bag toss thing, and then she's got a relay race thing. I think there's a special name for it. But anyway, the point is, she's got several events that she needs to do, and she's been training for them. And this is her. But this is her special pep talk for herself so that she can get herself stoked. I think I've already seen this once or twice. It does say romanticizing my workout to motivate me to keep me going. I think it's got some cheesy ass music to the back of it, but obviously we're not listening to it. But we're going to look at some, remember we said this is how it started versus how it's going. Now, modern day Anna has lost her, well, lost. I don't know if she fired her coach or if her coach fired her or whatever, but she is no longer working with Cybernetic Strongman. She has now picked up the strongest woman in the world. Well, I guess she's the second strongest in the woman in the world now. But her new coach is a woman by the name of Inez. I forget her last name. And she, until this past month, had the title of the strongest woman in the world because she won the Arnold in 2025. I think she won the Arnold a few years in a row, actually, to get the title of strongest woman in the world. And so she was training Anna online, I believe, just over the internet or stuff like that. But she was helping Anna prepare for her first strong woman competition, which, as I keep saying, is tomorrow, the 28th. And to do that, Anna quit working with Cybernetic Strongman, who she was working with in person. Now, nobody really knows the story as to why her and Cybernetic Strongman quit working together. Anna hasn't said anything to my knowledge. Obviously he hasn't said anything, but Anna was very excited to be working with Inez as her coach. Now, I believe it's the Arnold, happened the past week, 2 weeks ago, and Inez placed second. Now, the bit of lore here, Inez placed second with a broken foot. I personally think that's a bit, I mean, come on, she placed second with a broken foot, which means the person who placed first was physically fine. I don't know, man. I feel like you had a bit of an advantage there. I'm just saying, I feel like you still qualify as first. It's just what I'm saying. I mean, what kind of, your bragging rights are, hey, I beat out the original strongest woman in the world because her foot was broken. I'm just saying. Anyway, my point is, yeah, so, but Anna didn't say anything. There wasn't like a congratulations for coming in, for winning, for coming in second, for placing in the top 10. There was nothing from Anna saying anything to her coach about her competition placement, which I understand she came in second, but still, that's second. You're still the second strongest woman in the world. It's like being the second man to walk on the moon. It's still kind of a big deal. But yeah, Anna hasn't said anything. So everybody's been kind of questioning, since there's been a lack of apparent support from Anna to her coach, if the two of them are even working together anymore. But there's no official, hey, we're not working together anymore announcement or anything like that. And Anna, put her Viking Princess Lifts account on private, and she's not posting her strong woman stuff on her regular account at all or very much. So we're kind of cut off from that for right now. But since this is a where are they now, or how it started, where are they now kind of a video, I just kind of wanted to look at, where Anna is now, seeing as her competition is coming up again tomorrow on the 28th. Today is the 27th. So what I did is I went to, again, the Reddit that must not be named, and I pulled up the most recent videos that were there. Most of these are coming off of her, I believe, her Instagram. If not her Instagram, her TikTok for Viking Princess Lifts. And because even though she privated it, there are ways. And we're just going to kind of look at her most recent posted videos of her performing the various competition tasks. Sure. And just kind of seeing where she's at now. So, we saw bits and pieces of her doing the various competitions. Unfortunately, the bag toss one, she didn't really have a lot of the videos. Unfortunately, the bag tosses were pretty much all on her Viking Princess Lifts. Now, I will say, originally when she was doing these, she did several of them fairly well, and she did start off with like a lower toss for these. but there were several where she would toss the bag up and she wouldn't get enough of an arc, and so the bag would come almost directly down on top of her head again. And there's a really good one, I wish I had it, where she tosses the bag directly up and then just stands there and almost hits herself with the bag when it comes directly back down on top of her. And there's another one where there's a balcony area and there's a woman standing up on the balcony who's, I think, assisting her with the bag toss, but Anna like almost hits the woman with the bag. She's kind of deadly with the bag is what I'm saying. But anyway, so this is Anna's most recent video of her doing the bag toss. And as you can see, the arch here. So here we go. And she's winding up. And woo! Now I think the bags have, in the competition, the bags will have, I think, 3 or 4 weights to them. They start off with a light weight, and then they'll move up to a heavier weight. I think it starts at like 15, and then it goes to 15 or 20, and then it's like goes up by 5 or 10 pounds for each bag. And I think she has to do like 4 bag tosses in a row. And I think they're going to get graded on speed. Don't quote me on any of this. I'm just kind of sort of remembering what I read off the website. So it's just interesting to see her doing it, and you know, seeing her skill here, which is kind of nice. Now, she's never really had too much of an issue with the bag toss, so I'm not expecting her to do too badly with the bag toss competition part. So I'm excited about this one. I think when it comes to bag toss, I think she'll do fairly well. Now this one says sneak peek just for the stories. This is this new 125 pound. This is a stone that it's a bag. This is a sandbag. It's 125 pounds. This new 125 pound went up smooth. Also at Freedom Strength Co. makes the best bag. So happy we now have this one to work with to prepare for competition. So this is a stone. She's gonna lift it up onto her shoulder. So there she goes, lifting it up onto her shoulder. She got it up there pretty smoothly, yeah. And then she's gotta like hold it on her shoulder or something. Bye, see ya. Right when you get work. So it does have hashtag gifted, so I'm guessing she got this for free from Freedom Strength Co. I do like her shoes. I'm not gonna lie. I like her shoes. I know she's getting shit for her shoes, but I like them. Leave me alone. So that one seems to be working out pretty well. She does seem to struggle initially picking the stones up, but that's because she won't bend her knees. And that actually is going to kind of bite her in the ass when it comes to the little... I keep wanting to call it a relay race, but I don't think that's actually what it's called. But she seems to be doing okay with this one. And like she said, this one's 125 pounds, which I think is the weight for the stone at competition. So I think she's going to do okay with this one. All right, this one's a little hard to read. It says, I'm getting so confident with bag carries, still working on how to deal with the overstimulation. Sometimes I get overwhelmed and it overrides my training. I'll figure it out one day at a time. This is the one that she's the worst at. So I guess this is called bag carries. Now, the thing is she's got to pick the bag up, and they're kind of heavy. I forget how heavy they are, but she's got to pick the bag up. She's got to walk it to the hurdle. She's got to toss it over the hurdle, either go under or around the hurdle, pick it back up, walk it to the next walk it to the next one, throw it over, go under or over, pick it back up, and, you know, rinse, lather, repeat kind of a thing. So, but she's not real good at this, and I'm not... You saw her pick up the stone, right? And I think she's not real good at this. And I'm not entirely sure why. I think it's honestly just because this one has the most moving parts. And you can see how slow she moves. And this is her most recent one that's on the Reddit. So it's her most recent... So I mean, it's the most recent one she's done. So in theory, it's the best one that she's doing? Question mark. I think of all of the events, this is the one she's going to do the worst at. And I'm not going to say she hasn't improved, because when we first saw her doing these, again, unfortunately, these are mostly on her Viking Princess lifts, and when we first started seeing her do these, she couldn't even barely pick the damn bag up. So, and getting it up over the the bar. Actually, we did see one of these where she could barely push the bag over the bar when she was working with cybernetic strongmen there at the very beginning. So, I mean, she has improved quite a bit, but as you can see, she still struggles with this one quite a bit. And I just wonder why she struggles with this one so much, because you saw her pick the bag up earlier, that 125-pound bag. Like, she picked it up fairly smoothly, and she got it up on her shoulder, and she walked away with it just fine. But for whatever reason, she's got a mental block when it comes to these. This one I wanted to include just because it says, my teammates are yelling at me, and much as I literally hate it, I genuinely think it's a helpful way to acclimate to it before competition. Her teammates, I guess they're her teammates. The other people at the gym are shouting encouragements at her while she's doing this, because again, this is like her worst thing that she does. And the people at the gym obviously are trying to help her with it. And there's only so much you can do. So I think at this point, they're just, you know how when you see if your friends are doing stuff and you're like, yeah, go, you can do it. That's what's happening here.
Round and round we go. Come on. Drop it. Drop it like it's hot. You got it. I don't like the yelling. What? I don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah, see, they're not saying anything bad. They're just trying to encourage her, and she starts screaming, I don't like it. I don't like it. It's just like, they're not saying anything bad, girl. They're trying to encourage you. Go, do, be good. I'm not entirely sure if this is one from competition, if this is something she's got to do at competition or not, but this is Anna doing another version of that yoke carry that she was talking about. It doesn't have a whole lot more weight on it than it did before. So maybe the bar itself is just heavier. But she does seem to be doing it a lot more smoothly. I guess my point is overall, she really is actually improving. This one I have in here just because Anna's being a complete dork, and she gets exactly what she deserves for being a stupid dork. So it says, in case you're wondering how competition prep is going. It says, in case you're wondering how my competition prep is going. So I guess this is one of those weighted balls, and it bounces, and she throws it down as hard as she can, and it bounces up and hits her in the chin. Good job. I guess some of these, I think maybe she thought it was a medicine ball that didn't bounce. I think I would test that before I start just throwing things down on the ground. Now, Anna is posting a few things because she, like I said, she's coming up on her competition week, and these are videos that she was posting roughly a week out. Now, this is something that Inez has been having her do. Inez has had her do some exercises that apparently focus on very specific muscle groups or just very specific parts of movements, which I found to be really interesting. And I've already done a video talking about that. But so this is Anna practicing one of those movements, not the wiggly part, but this part here, this part. But Anna says, last heavy workout before competition, I'm clearly starting to lose my mind. This past month has been hell, lots of changes, lots of stress, and lots of unknowns. Mentally, I've not been in the best space. Whatever happens next Saturday, I'm proud of myself for not quitting. I'm think a past version of me. Nope, I'm think a past version of myself might have. So here's the thing. Everybody thinks that Anna, people are pretty split. More people think Anna is not going to compete than people think she is going to compete. And a lot of people that think that she is going to compete think that she is already psyching herself up for doing poorly. And they think if she does do poorly, she's going to blame her body or a flare-up or something outside of herself for why she did badly. And I mean, probably that seems to be Anna's MO, but she's posting these kinds of videos with these kind of build-up excuses in them already, and it sounds like she is already building excuses for why she's going to do badly. And it's hard to argue that, maybe she's already failed. She's already set herself up for failure. I like to think that she's going to go, and I like to think she's going to compete, and I like to think that she's going to do relatively well for a beginner. I mean, I don't think she's going to go in and take first place, But I like to think that she's going to at least place somewhere in the middle. That's what I like to think anyway. This is Anna demonstrating why she won't be going under the bar. When she's doing the relay thing with the bag, she could either go under the bar or she can go around the bar. And Anna's explaining why she won't go under the bar. Now, in her videos, she's shown her, what she called her teammates. There are guys who are bigger than her who go under the bar just fine. So Anna's big problem isn't that she is too tall, because the guys are roughly her height as well. Her problem is she's not as flexible. So the guys who go under the bar, who are roughly her height and roughly her size, they're just more flexible, and she's just not flexible anymore. Because like you can see, she barely bends her knees. Her squats are atrocious, and they haven't gotten any better. And that's why she can't go under the bar. I mean, you see her walk up onto the bar. She swings her legs. She doesn't bend her legs. Let's see when she walks up to the bar again. Like, yeah, see, she swings her legs when she walks. She doesn't bend her legs, which is so weird. She's so much more active than the rest of the girls. And, you know, she does hike and she does work out and she does lift and all this shit. So I don't understand why she's not more flexible. But anyway, you know, lifting heavy doesn't guarantee that you're going to be flexible, I guess. This one goes under the whole Anna building a case for already failing. I just thought we should listen to it.
It's been so wild. My competition's on Saturday. I do not feel prepared. I got some crazy news yesterday, and my life just feels like a little bit out of my hands right now. And so what I'm going to do is just my best. I'm just going to do my best. It's been so
like I said, Anna's already building a narrative so that if she fails, she has an excuse as to why she failed. It's not her fault, you guys. Something else is going on and it's outside of her hands, and she's just going to show up and do her best. Which, I mean, yeah, you got to show up and do your best, I guess. But, like, if you're already setting yourself up for failure, are you really doing your best? Question mark? I don't know. But that's what most people are saying. Now, don't get me wrong. The majority of people, when I poll them, say that she's not going to compete at all. So I guess we'll find out tomorrow. I guess we'll find out. She's already flown somewhere. She's flown somewhere, which makes no sense because I thought the Rivetter was like right next door. So I don't know why she would need to fly there, but who knows? But I guess we'll find out. We'll find out. I guess we'll find out. This video is, according to the clip, is roughly 3 weeks old, but this is Anna doing an overhead press. Now, remember when we were watching her work out with her coach for the very first time, the cybernetic strongman, and how like uneven her arms were when she was lifting? And I think this is actually one of the competition ones, is she's got to pick it up like she does, and she's going to switch her hands, and then she's got to lift it. Come on, lift it. There she goes. And then basically from here, I think she just has to press it up as many times as she can. Yeah. But you see how uneven she still is. Like her arms, one of them is still weaker than the other. So, and that hasn't really improved since it really hasn't improved, I guess, since the beginning. All that's really happened is like she's just added weight. And remember what I said way back at the beginning. I know it's been a long video now, but at one point, the cybernetic strongman guy, he was actually trying to teach her proper form, right? Way back at the very beginning, he really was trying to teach her proper form. And it obviously just hasn't stuck. She just really hasn't taken the time to build proper form. So, but yeah, because this, like I said, this video is 3 weeks old. So this is, I guess, the most recent video that we have on at least the Reddit of her doing an overhead press where, you know, because she's doing a thing called a pin press, but the thing with the pin press is the part where she picks it up from the floor. The pin press is just her doing this part. So yeah, anyway. And then because I thought we should round this out with something funny. This is a channel called Lots Lifts, and she's freaking hilarious. So So this is her video. Will Glitter and Lasers compete? X-Fat returned lifter. There's a really funny clip that Anna put out of her lifting. Of Anna lifting, and it's very cringy. And yeah, we're gonna watch it real fast, and then we're going to listen to Lot's. We're gonna listen to Lot's commentary on it because it's so fucking on par though. So here we go. I gotta back it up so that's at the right place. All right, let's go.
Make that attempt. That was 165. And tried to do. Chat. Warming up so they could make that attempt. That was 165 from the floor.
She's so funny. She's so fucking funny. She's so funny.
I'm gonna let her finish, but I actually want to jump it backwards because now that you've heard that noise, you can't unhear it. But next, what actually comes sequentially, yep, that's a word, after that, is actually this. And what the hell is on Glitter's ass? What is that? Does she have chalk on her ass? Or did she actually accidentally bleach her freaking... Why am I staring at this and now making all of you stare at it? But anyway, remember, Anna just put out her mating call.
Lads over here to get that sweet male validation. Look boys, look boys, I'm really strong. Look boys, look, I'm so fucking strong, boys. Do you want to have sex with me now? Please have sex with me. Please look how strong I am. Please have sex with me.
I love that smile right there. That smile right there. Oh god. And that's why we like lot lifts. All right. If you've made it this far in the video, we're going to wrap up now. If you've made it this far in the video, go ahead and put a little lifty person, somebody doing a little lifting something down in the comments section. Yeah, let me know if you guys think if Anna's going to compete tomorrow. Let me know what you guys think. If you think she is going to compete, do you think she's going to do well? Or do you think she's going to, I don't know, suck at it? Do you think she's, I mean, you have three options. Do you think she's going to do well? Do you think she's going to do poorly? Do you think she's going to do all right? Give me your options down below. I know some of you do strong man, strong woman. So I don't know. What was it like the first time you competed? Because everybody was a newbie once, right? I know Lot doesn't do strong woman. She says that quite frequently, but she does do the heavy lifting. So she's like adjacent-ish. Anyway, point being, let me know what you guys think down below. If you don't watch Lot lifts, you really should. I'll link this video down in the description down below. And that's all I really got for you guys. So I will see everybody I'll see everybody after the competition. I'll see everybody next week. And we will hopefully have some information about whether Anna competed and hopefully have some information about how she did. And we can all go over it together. So hopefully I will see everybody next week. And until then, bye.
This is my outro music. You can't copyright strike me because it's just me singing. This is my outro music. Thank you for watching. See you next time.